Next up, The Arabian Nights, A Companion by Robert Irwin. He's a Middle Eastern Studies professor. So, I finally got a copy of the translation I wanted of The Arabian Nights last month. So I wanted to start reading it. And when I was wandering around the library last week, I came across this book on the shelves, and it sounded really, really cool. Rebecca over at Rebecca Reads is going to be reading Arabian Nights along with me, which is really exciting. And also, this is a 300 book, so it counts for the Dewey Decimal Challenge. I forgot to read a book in the 300s last month, so I have to make that up. I'm a month behind. Next up, we have The Whale Rider by, and I know I'm going to butcher his name too, Woody Ihimaira. It's for the Orbis Terrarium Challenge. I just finished an incredible book by an Indonesian author this morning, so now I'm going to New Zealand. And I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited about all my books, but he's Maori, and I don't read a lot of indigenous writers, so that definitely appeals to me. And it's another children's book, and I just mentioned I've been feeling a little children's lit deprived. And it's about whales. I mean, whales are awesome. Next up, Brunelleschi's Dome by Ross King. This is for the Art History Challenge. When I was making my list, I tried to make sure that I was covering different areas of art, and this one covers architecture, and it's going to be about Florence, so it should be pretty interesting, and it's short, so if I discover that I don't care about architecture at all, no harm done. Then we have Night Watch by Sergei Lukyanenko. Yeah, Lukyanenko. This is another book for the Once Upon a Time Challenge. It's set in contemporary Moscow, and I have a feeling it's going to be a lot grittier than what I'm used to, even with urban fiction. So it should be really interesting. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Russian literature, but I haven't read that much contemporary Russian writing. So, I'm excited. See, excited and awesome. Those are my two favorite words, apparently. Then we have Spoken Here, Travels Among Threatened Languages by Mark Abley. This is a 400 book. So it's for the Dewey Decimal Challenge as well. I was really excited about it because it sounded really cool, but it turns out the author and I don't really see eye to eye. I'm about halfway through it. If you look to the right, in my sidebar currently reading, you'll see all of the arguments I am having with the author. So I'm sad that it didn't turn out as good as I wanted. But I'm a huge linguistics and languages geek, so I'll probably end up reading another book from the 400s just to make me happier. Then we have Gifted by Nikita Lalwani. This is for the Dewey's Books Challenge. Dewey worked with teenagers, and I remember she was interested in kind of gifted and talented issues. So this novel about a gifted Indian girl in England should be really interesting. Her parents want her to be the youngest student to enroll in Oxford. So I'm excited. I'm not excited. I'm anticipatory? I don't know. Happy? I'm trying to come up with synonyms now. Then we have A Venetian Affair by Andrea de Robelant. It's nonfiction. I was wandering around the library because I wanted a couple random nonfiction books. And this one really jumped out at me. I think I've read a good review of it on a book blog. I'm not sure. But it's about like secret love letters and the guy's family history in Venice, and I'm just really looking forward to it. I love Venice. It's the only city in Italy I've been to, so I don't know if I love Venice or Italy, but it's such a pretty city. And it has, I love all the history and culture, so it should be fun. And they're comparing it to Dangerous Liaisons, which was an interesting book. I can't say it's one of my favorites, but it was definitely interesting. Then we have The Talisman Ring by Georgette Hare. Actually, I have already read this one. I was really in the mood for a kind of fluffy fiction read, and this one definitely fit the bill. I'd call it like a Regency rom, but I read it really quickly, and I laughed a lot, and it was just so much fun. I recommend it. We're almost done. 2 left. Barchester Towers by Anthony Trollope. This is for the Classics Challenge. I love Trollope. And I've already read The Warden, which is the first in the Barchester series, so I'm looking forward to the second one. I've already started this one, so I'm about 50 pages in. Don't tell the library that I dog your books, by the way. And finally, we have Children of the Night, which has the most unwieldy subtitle I've ever heard. The Best Short Stories by Black Writers 1967 to Present. It's edited by Gloria Naylor. It's my short story anthology for the month, and I've already read maybe 5 stories from it, and I've really enjoyed it so far. You can see more of what I thought if you look at the sidebar again. And it turns out that the 1967 isn't random. It's like almost a sequel to an earlier anthology, so that's why they did that. So there you go. Those are the books that I am looking forward to reading pretty soon. The weather here has been pretty horrendous today. It's all rainstorms and cold, and so it's a good thing that I can curl up with a cup of tea and so many good books. And I'll hopefully see you next week. Bye!